What's up, everybody? Jay Leone back here today. Today we're gonna do a review finally. Long-awaited review. It's actually not long-awaited, but it feels like it's been a long time coming. I've had ordered some stuff that I was just waiting for. Not manufacturer's fault, just me. Anyways, welcome everybody. Welcome. Today we're going to be looking at a rebuildable atomizer. Actually, we got two rebuildable atomizers. One this week and one coming next week. Those of you who know what it is, you probably can tell by me waving it. I just came back from, here goes the rambling, just came back from, well, a long birthday celebration, because I celebrate my birthdays, like, for 3-4 days, because that's just how I am, and I'm weird like that. But yesterday was my birthday, and I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a good mood. I got off of work. Everything's just going good. Life is good right now. I'm moving out of this place soon onto a better apartment, so this whole room's gonna be changing soon. The whole vape player will be different, hopefully. Better than ever. So yes, that's the rambling portion of the video. Let's get it out of the way. It was my birthday yesterday. I went out of town the weekend before. I had too much drinks to count on hands and fingers. Yes, and I'm back here today, and I'm gonna do my due diligence and do a review for you guys. No better way to get back in the groove than doing reviews. This review is gonna be for the Vulcan RDA clone.
You're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stop, no! I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Stop, cause you're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stop, no! I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's
So, chucking vapor like always. The Vulcan RDA clone is actually something I didn't even know existed, because, excuse me, Vulcan is actually a new atomizer. It's actually a very affordable atomizer, so you would ask, why would I go get the clone? Because the clone was still cheaper than the original, and not many reviewers are doing clones, especially the big-time reviewers. So, A, because it's easier for me to get my hands on, B, because it's more affordable, and C, because there's not a lot of reviews for clones. So if you ask why, that's why. And plus, I don't get my stuff sent for free. I buy my shit, so that's a story for another day. So yeah, I buy what I can afford, and if you want the authentic, I'm going to tell you by the end of this video if you should get the authentic. Let's start with where I got it. I got it from 88 eVape. My good friends at 88 eVape, good friends, they're not my friends, but they're people I've been ordering from lately, because they have really good shit, and, you know. So anyways, I got it from them. It was $19.99, so the price wasn't bad. Shipping 2 days, I think. It was ridiculously fast. It was from California too, so, and I'm in Illinois, so it's quite a distance. Fast, shipping fast, price outstanding. I haven't ordered anything from them that has been defective yet. Just the Mephisto that was leaking, but that could have been a number of reasons, and that thing is empty now because it was driving me crazy. I'm gonna do a quick rebuild section in the later part of this video, just kind of like a Rip Trevor's Cut 2 kind of rebuildy type thing, you know, something like that. Let me give you some specs on this. I should have had this prepared. I should have had this all pulled up so I can give you the specs on it. This freaking thing for 20 bucks, it's great. There's no two ways about it. I mean, it's great. The flavor you're getting off this guy, just fantastic. It's got like a dome top cap, which we'll take a look in a minute at. And excuse me a moment while I get this info, because now I'm just rambling. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So yeah, the dome top cap and the flavor off it is just great. It's yeah, it is the best flavor RDA that I own to date, and for $20, so that's just great. Come on, yes, I am 18 years of older, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so here we go. 88 eVape got in a, ooh, oh, I want that. El Gigante mod clone. Actually looks pretty cool. It's a 26650. Maybe we'll get that to review that soon. Get in there. One more minute. I think I just clicked the wrong thing. No, I didn't. Alright, there it is, Vulcan. Right on top. Oh, wow. Go figure. It's on sale. It's $16.99 at the moment, which is a bloody good price, if I may say, considering the performance. Full stainless steel, single solid piece construction, revolutionary underpassing juice well, which is actually where the negative posts are milled into the deck portion. So you could actually pass your wick through, not your wick, yes, your cotton underneath there and actually stuff it a little bit more, which is nice. We'll look at all this stuff later. Innovative AFC sidewalls, double laser cut vent holes, red copper, bottom pin, contact screw, and peak insulators. And you could actually get this in copper or stainless steel. Didn't know they had copper. They must have just added that. And it's $16.99 right now. Oh my god, that's a remarkable price. Yeah, it's a remarkable price. We'll look at all this really good and up and close in a minute. And you know what? Fuck the minutes. Let's just go to it. Alright, so here is a close-up shot of the packaging that the Vulcan clone atomizer comes in. Let me just get my focus right here, and we'll be on our way. I should do this before the video. Okay. So it just says atomizer on there. Pretty plain packaging, cardboard box. Slides open. That aside, you're gonna get a package of O-rings. It looks like some silica, and actually some silica with some pre-made coils on there. So use those if you will. I just throw them away. Don't want to just set them aside. But and then inside here, you're gonna get the actual Vulcan clone and a drip tip. Which, from what I understand, the original did not come with a drip tip. No big deal, but it's nice that the clone actually comes with a drip tip, especially for this price point. Very, very good. Let's dump those out, and that's all you get in the package. So, not much there. You get this drip tip here. You see it's got a single O-ring down here. It's kind of got that heat sink design like the Vulcan does here, so it matches up rather nicely. Looks like it's a wide bore, but actually it dwindles down to a small bore right there. It's a standard 510. Fits well. I had no issues with it. I just cleaned them, so they're kind of juicy / watery. And then the attraction of the show right here. The main attraction. This is the Vulcan clone. You can see it says Vulcan there, nicely engraved. It's got these the heat sink up top and the heat sink on the bottom here, which I love. I just think the design of this is great. I mean, it makes it for a rather large atomizer, and you may think this would be a large chamber here, but really it's not. The chamber is actually only, well, really from where the logo is to up here. So it's not bad at all. It just is a rather large atomizer, but for aesthetic-wise, it's very nice. On top here, you've got kind of like, I don't know how you would explain. It's kind of shiny metal here, and it's very smooth, and I just love the look of that. Even that little bit of design right there. It's kind of lipped, and then it domes down. Pull this actual top cap here, comes off. O-rings, not too tight, not too loose. Kind of right in the middle of the road. Could be a little tighter, but not really a big issue. Like I said, you got the heat sink here. Nice orangey red O-ring going around here. And you got like, it's a domed atomizer right here. You can see the dome. So I think that's what's giving it a little bit of a better flavor than most of my RDAs. So it's a very nice, very hefty, solid top cap actually. Then you have this piece here, which comes off. And this is where you're going to get your airflow from. Let's look at something here. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick this up on camera. See, the airflow is actually coming from the V itself, right here. You can kind of see it as I turn it a little bit. There's slots cut around the V. And there's one on the other side also. Let's see if we can zoom in a little better on here, because I want to show you something. I don't know if the original is like this, but it's kind of hard to tell. You can see the holes a little bit better there, but let's see if we focus in on it a little bit. Okay, there you go. Kind of see how that V is not cut out all that perfectly. You kind of see it's kind of jagged looking. So it's not the best cut out there. I don't know how the original looks. I haven't really looked on the original or touched an original of the Vulcan. But you can kind of see there how I'm saying they're kind of, yeah, jaggedy a little bit. See how that, yeah, there you go. You got a good shot of that V. I believe it's like that on the other side too, yeah. So it's not a perfect cutout, but it's very, very minor. And I mean, we're really zoomed up, so you really have to get close to see that. Let's get the focus back. All right. So that's the whatever you want to call it, the wall of the atomizer. Um, very nice. And as far as let's zoom in one more time. Forgot to show you something else here. You could see the logo here, and actually it feels like some type of etching here. The actual Vulcan part of it is engraved. You can feel it's deeper, and the rest of it kind of feels a little bit chalkboardy-ish. Got that chalkboard feel. I don't really like the feeling of it, but just something to note for those of you. Zoom back out here, and let's take a look at the where everything's gonna happen, where the magic is. Again, you got the fins here for cooling, so it'll make the mod not get as hot, which is nice. Then you have these, again, O-rings here, these reddish O-rings. Orangey, red, whatever you want to call it. And then on the bottom here, let's zoom in again. Ooh, come back. All right. On the bottom here, got some Japanese writing. I should have looked up what that actually means, so I'm kind of curious to see what that means. It says 2014 up here. Some more Japanese writing on this side. And then it says US exclusive. You do have a copper 510 pin. It is not adjustable. I did try with a flathead and it does not turn. So it's a solid 510 pin. And then you have, I'll give you the specs here when we go back up top, because I think these are gold plated pin terminals here, but I'm not 100% sure. Inside you can see it's serialized 6422, and you have your 3 posts. You can see the holes are decent size. They're not huge, they're not small. They would be right in the middle of the road also. And these are basically thumb screws. You just turn them, tighten them. So what I do is I turn them as tight as I can on my hand, and I take a pair of pliers and I tighten them the rest of the way with the pliers. I actually like these thumb screws. They're very nice. Very nice. You can see the center hole is on the center post is a little bit higher than the other two, just slightly, which makes actually building a little bit easier. Especially if you want to get them at that angle that you know. So that's that. That is the atomizer. I'm trying to think of anything else I have to cover. Like I said, I'll still go over specs here in a minute. We're gonna do a quick rebuild segment because we're already 6 minutes in here just showing it. So let me get some wire wrapped and we'll get to it. And then here is 2 microcoils, 24 gauge. I'm using, where did I get this stuff from? I forget, but that is the spindle. 2 24 gauge 8-wrap microcoils, and we're gonna put those in. You can see they're inserted there. They're very sloppy looking, but nonetheless they're inserted there. And like I said, just tighten those screw heads down with your finger as tight as they'll go, and then I come in with my pliers here and I just give it a little turn and just snug it up, make sure everything's nice and tidy. And yeah, that's it. Then I'll twist and tug my wires off or cut my wires, however you want. I'll be right back. Alright, so it's all cleaned up now. The coils are set. I've compressed them with my pair of pliers. In this deck, what you'll have to actually do is take the coil and lower it down slightly, because the airflow is actually near the bottom here, very close to the bottom. Actually, if not right above that deck. So you'll have to take a coil and put your, your flathead or whatever tool you use and just push them down, or pair of pliers and grip them and bring them down while they're hot. It's easier to move them. Bring them down and you'll be all good. That's a one negative. It's a little bit of a pain getting those coils set right to the airflow, but I've kind of attempted to make them closer to the center so I have more room for wick around here. One thing I didn't mention, which I should have mentioned, is the negative posts. I don't know if we can get a good angle here to show you that. They're milled into the deck. So actually the negative post itself is into the deck here, which it's not going to the ground, so you have room to run actual wick underneath it, which is nice. Sorry I can't get a good angle at that, but yeah, kind of there. You can see it on this side here. Underneath it, you can see they don't go to the ground, so that makes for more wicking material room. Let's see here. It should be glowing up rather nicely. Oh, God. There you go. You can see they're both glowing at the same time, inside out. I'm not sure in the ohms yet, but we'll find out. So let me put some cotton in there. We'll put some juice on it, and we will vape it. Alright, so we have it here, all wicked, juiced, and everything. You can see how it kind of looks. Tons of space for cotton. The deep well on here is very nice. I find that I drip, you know, a good amount of juice, and I'm good for quite a while. More hits than usual RDAs. It's a vapor here. Ow, if I don't burn myself. It does, it's working great right now. It's reading 0.5 ohms. Yeah, that's the build. I mean, I know I didn't go too much into detail. There's a lot of reviewers out there that show you more in detail. I just wanted to show you a gist of how this thing is built and what it looks like newly assembled, and that it is. So let's go on to no, let's not go up top. Let's put our top cap on and show you how that works. Like I said, the V's are your airflow, as you can see there. So you want to line the V up with your coil on both sides. You can only do this in dual coil mode, considering you don't have adjustable airflow. Well, people say, or I've heard, where am I here? Bad angles. Alright, you see how there's this ledge here by the post that you actually could close off some of that V doing that? You could, but you would actually have to have your freaking coil all the way in that corner. So to me, it's not adjustable, but I think the airflow is just right, wide open as it is. It's not too airy, so it's not for cloud chasing. I'm doing air quotes if you can't see that. It's not for cloud chasing, but it's a good airy draw. There's good flavor on it. We'll talk more about that as we go up top. But anyway, so line up those V's, and let me make sure they're lined up. And yeah, boom, pop that down. Put your dome on here. It just pops in. And let's put a drift tip on. And let's go up top and vape on it. Vaping like a dream. I got it right now the copper clone, which I also got from 8080 Vape. Just working good together. I don't know if I really like the setup together, but I don't know. I have nothing else I want to put it on, really, it would look good on. I don't have a really good stainless steel tube mod. I mean, I have the Nemesis clone. Okay, see, here we go again. Anyways, you saw the close-ups on it. Very well built. I mean, the threading on the 510 is smooth. The drip tip is very nice addition that they included, because it doesn't come on the original. The fins on the top for cooling, the fins on the bottom for cooling. All those are just nice. I just love the aesthetics. I love the fin look on it, I do. And I love the airflow, actually. The airflow is, I thought it might be too tight, but no, it's just right. I mean, if you're somebody who likes those big, you know, 4mm air holes, you're not going to like the airflow on this. It's tight, but it's not tight to where you can't do long inhales. I mean, I don't even have to carb it, and I can still, let me unlock my mod, which I just, okay. Technical difficulties. I got my locking ring stuck, and I've actually never had that happen on this mod. This is the one mod that I was just going to say, there it goes. Doesn't have an issue with the locking ring. Anyways, back to it. It's a day from hell. Alright. I don't have to carb it or anything, and I'm getting plenty of airflow. So for me, it's fine, but it's not the loosest. I would say my Zenith, if you ever use the Zenith or a Zenith clone, that is definitely more airy. This is not the airiest device, but it is enough. It's like just right, and it's such an even draw. It's really just a great draw. I'm using a 12mg juice like an idiot in there. I'm using my usual Tranquility Trauma, peach mango flavor from Moon Mountain. You guys should know that. But yeah, it's ridiculously strong. The flavor is just, oh, great. The vape is relatively warm. I mean, it's a 0.5 ohm build. And it's a reduced chamber, actually, because really, like I was saying up close, the actual chamber doesn't start till right where the airflow is, and then it goes right up to here. So this is the chamber right here, this little section. So it's a reduced chamber, and it's got that domed top cap on it. And when I drip on this, basically, what I love, another thing I love about it is I just, and of course, it's not going to do it. Usually, I just pull my drip tip, and the top dome piece comes with it here. I'm able to set that aside, and then just drip. I mean, right down into there. You could see all the space, and you could drip a lot of juice in here. I mean, I've put a mil at a time. It just holds a lot with that deep well, and there's just a lot of space down there. So yeah, so dripping's a dream because I just go boop. There it goes. Now it does it. See? Boom, it comes right off. I'd say it's a little loose. It's not really wobbly. It's a little loose, but it's fine because I just do that, and then I have all the space to drip, and I'm not, you know, dripping on a little drip tip hole there. So can't say enough about this. It's really just a good RDA clone. The original, I mean, if this is anything like the original, I mean, obviously the original's probably got smoother cut airflow holes. Like, these are kind of jagged a little bit. They don't cut you or anything, but you could tell they're uneven. Or not uneven, but just unevenly cut. So, for $60, even the original's not a bad deal. I just saw it for $20. I mean, I was like, let's try it, you know. And this is one that I wouldn't mind buying the original because it is so decently priced. And the clone's only $17 now, so that's even more ridiculous. I've said enough good things about this. I mean, there's no way, two ways about it. It's easy to rebuild with those thumb screws, tons of deck space, good airflow, sexy design on it. That's it, guys. I've said way too much about this right now. Next week we will have actually another clone, the Plumeveil clone. I've been interested. I haven't even tried it yet. I've been so busy with this one. I haven't even built anything on it. But the Plumeveil clone, that should be another promising, hopefully good one, because I am looking forward to that. Supposedly it's got one of the best flavors out there. So that'll be next week. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you found some information helpful. And if you're not subscribed, you may subscribe with the link down below. And I'll post a link for 88 eVapes website so you can check them out because they have some good stuff on there. And until next time, live well and vape on.